my bed. Ain't gotta be, hey, gotta be chill like a Sunday. Never wanna look too thirsty. Put your drink, got me feeling where you at. Make you feel love. Ain't gotta be, hey, gotta be chill like a Sunday. Ain't gotta be.
Hey Rose family, it's your girl Serenity Rose, and we're back with another video. And today we are going to be doing a wear test for a new foundation that I added to my collection, and that is this foundation right here. So this is the, I believe it's called like the Faux foundation. This is from, I believe, Revolution Pro. So yeah, I have mine in the shade FX 5.7. I'll leave the foundation name on the screen or in the video title. But yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be too light, so I might have to mix it with something a little bit darker. But I also have the concealers that go with it. I do have two shades. One is darker, one is lighter. We're probably going to have to mix the two. So yeah, if you want to see how this foundation and concealer work and wear on me for a few hours, then just keep on watching. Okay, so you guys know the drill. I'm going to prep, which means moisturize, prime, foundation, concealer, setting powder, and the rest of the face off camera. So for moisturizer, I'm going to use the Fourth Ray Beauty Good Mood Gel Moisturizer. You can use this daytime, nighttime, whenever you want time. And this stuff is really good. It feels really, really hydrating. And it smells like some type of melon. But it smells really good, and it is really light. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin, and a little bit goes a very long way. So be very careful with how much you use. Okay, so I let the moisturizer sink into the skin, so now we're gonna prime. Okay, so for primer, I'm taking the Makeup Revolution Pore Blur Primer, and this should blur all the little holes that I have in my face. So before I go with foundation, I'm going to color correct using my Collab Beauty Peach Concealer. It's under eye concealer, but I use it to color correct all over my face. Okay, so now we're gonna go with foundation, and I'm guessing this is gonna be too light for me. So I have the shade FX 5.7. We're gonna do one side with a brush, one side with a sponge. You know the drill. I look super crazy. Cool. Definitely too late. Great. So I'm going to add some of the concealer in CX10 to make it match a bit, because I know this is too dark. Or so I thought. Okay, this is way too light. Way too freaking light. could be like a freaking concealer shade for me. Who is she? Who is she? I'm never picking a foundation online again. I'm gonna look like Casper when I'm done with my makeup. Yeah. Why do I do this?
The fuck you look like a goat?
I'm gonna try to make this work as best as I can, but this is what it's looking like right now. I obviously know this is not my shade match. I can see the difference, but the formula itself looks really good and hydrating. And that is what the foundation is supposed to do. I know they have a matte version of this foundation, but I've been more into the dewy stuff because, you know, once you set everything down, it's going to look matte anyways. So this is what one pump, or I think 2 pumps I did. 1 or 2 pumps look with the brush. So I applied concealer on this side of the face already. So now I'm just going to add 2 pumps to my sponge and see how it blends out with the sponge. This is a brand new sponge from Walmart. It's by the Equate brand, which is Walmart's brand. I might have to use my Fenty Beauty loose powder to make this match a little better. But let's see how this blends out with a sponge first. The sponge isn't bad. So this is what it looks like with a sponge, and then this is what it looks like with the brush. I feel like they kind of look the same. Like one doesn't look like it has more coverage than the other. I'm just gonna go over everything with the sponge. Like, I look like I'm wearing a freaking mask. Like, if I was doing the video up close, you probably wouldn't be able to tell, but you could definitely see the difference, I think, you know? Okay, so for concealer, I think I'm just going to use the shade CX10 because I really don't need anything lighter on my face. So this is probably going to look a little crazy. You know what? Just for the sake of making it bright, I'll use the shade 5.7 just under my eyes. I'm just going to use the other side of my sponge to blend that out. So for color matching purposes, I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter setting powder in the shade Honey. As you can see, this powder toned this foundation down a ton. I then I set under my eyes because I want to use a brightening powder so that I don't so that I don't lose that brightness. So to set under my eyes, I'm going to use this middle banana shade from the Cookie Powder Contour Palette. I'm going to use a less bigger brush, something a little bit more precise. So this is the Luxie Tapered Highlighter Brush, the 522. So I'm just going to dip in there. And I'll apply this anywhere I really put concealer, but I really didn't want to set the under eyes with the Fenty powder because as you can see, this changes the color drastically. So anywhere I want light or where light would normally hit, I'll apply some of this powder. Basically anywhere I put concealer. I freaking love that Fenty powder. I wish I had picked the right shade, but I'm kind of happy I didn't for situations like this where I don't pick the right foundation and it's too light. I always go too light. I need to start picking just super dark shades because then I can always lighten it. It's kind of hard to darken lighter foundations, but Fenty powder got some coverage and becoming a clutch. Okay, now I'm just gonna go back in with the brush that I was using the Fenty powder with to blend everything together, dust away any excess powder. And I think this looks a lot better. What do you think? I feel like I don't look so freaking crazy now. Okay, so now I'm gonna finish off the rest of the face off camera. I'll come back and let me check the time. It is 11:02, so we'll start this wear test for like around 10:30 because it's been about half an hour since I applied the foundation. But this is what it's looking like set. We'll come back with the rest of the face done. Okay, so this is the final look. Glam, bling, all that good stuff. So the concealer, I really do like the concealer. I'm gonna try them with a different foundation because I couldn't really see the coverage because the foundation was too light. I tried to mix it with the foundation to make it work, but whatever. Right now it's 12:01. So I've had this foundation on since 10:30. So we're at 2 or 1.5 hours or 2 hours, somewhere around there. And this is what it's looking like, completely done. I'm super impressed. I really wish I would have picked the right shade. I may or may not purchase another shade, but obviously I made it work. And let me tell you, my Fenty Beauty powder, getting this in the wrong shade from BoxyCharm was a blessing in disguise because being me, I always pick up my foundations super light because I think I'm Casper the Friendly Ghost for some reason. But as you can see, that freaking powder made the foundation match just right. Let me lower my light just so you can see. Like, this is more realistic of as far as the color looks with my light dimmed, but the concealer blended out like a dream. The foundation is really nice and has a nice dewy finish, like a luminous type of finish. And even though I set down my face with a crap ton of powder, I can still see the luminosity peeking through. Like, I don't look like a freaking dry cotton ball, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't look super matte and I don't look super dewy, but you can still see like that beautiful natural glow peeking through. So I'm gonna give this foundation a 10 out of 10 for right now. We will see if I get oily throughout the day. And yeah, I'm super freaking impressed. Today's a good day. I just played around with a new eyeshadow palette and that video will most likely go up before this video. So I played around with the Fury 2.0 Beauty Bay palette and baby girl, I'm gonna leave it linked up here and in the description bar, so make sure you go check it out because this palette is bomb. Should I give you a little sneak peek? Oh, Go check it out. Go freaking check it out. And it's affordable palette, 42 shades. But that's not what this video is about. So I will see you guys in a few hours for the next check-in. It's currently 2:14, so it is about to be the 4 hour mark at 2:30. And this is what the foundation is looking like. No oils. Pretty good. See you in the next check-in. Okay, so I have like a balcony in my apartment, and this is as close as I'm gonna get to natural lighting. I did go to my partner's parents' house, but I left my phone home, so yeah, I couldn't catch like me in the sun or whatever. But so we're like at the 7.5 hour mark, and this is what it's looking like in that true lighting. No oils peeking through. It did settle in fine lines here, but nothing crazy. And just a little cakey around my nose, like ew. But besides that, it's looking pretty good. See you in the next check-in. Okay, so it is currently 8:26, so basically it's 8:30. So that puts us at the 10-hour mark. In 2 hours, it'll be 12 hours of wearing the Makeup Revolution foundation. Actually, let me get the precise name. Okay, so the foundation is called the Glow Skin Fauxxdation Foundation. So this is what it says right there. Whoops, I clicked on it. So yeah, it's the Liquid Skin Fauxxdation Double Fix Foundation. That is what it looks like. It is currently on sale for $10.50, so it's 40% off. Original price is $17.50. It looks like they have 49 shades to pick, and the option, like the shade choice, looks pretty decent. Some deep colors, light, medium, really nice. So yeah, we are at the 10-hour mark right now, and honestly, my nose is looking super oily. I did put highlight, but I know the difference between oily and highlight, and this is oily. And around my nose is looking so cakey. Like the foundation has gathered there. Maybe I applied too much there, but everywhere else is looking pretty good. I'm super impressed with how it's wearing so far. I did go out today. It was a nice day. So me and my boyfriend took my son and daughter out. His parents, or his dad, has a 4-wheeler, so he took my son on the 4-wheeler for a ride, and then I took my daughter in her stroller for a nice little walk. She ended up falling asleep, and it was just such an enjoyable time. But even through that, my foundation is still looking good, because trust me, I was walking quite a bit. I think I scratched my face. I may have scratched my face, and I may have yeah. So any little touch is going to remove any makeup with this foundation, so that's probably not good. I didn't notice that until now, but overall the foundation is looking pretty good. If I had to rate this foundation out of a 10 as of right now for a 10-hour wear, I would definitely give it like an 8.5, maybe 9. It's not getting a full 10 or anything above a 9, because it is getting super oily on my nose and super cakey around my nose, and it is very easy for any of the makeup on my face to come off with this foundation. As you can see, I just scratched a little, and you could definitely see where I scratched my face, but overall it's looking good. And I'm gonna try to wear this until 10:30, so you guys can get the full 12-hour wear and what it's looking like at the 12-hour mark. So I will see you guys in the next and last check-in. So it's 10:42 p.m. at night, which means I've reached the 12-hour mark. So this is what it's looking like at the 12-hour mark. I look super rough because I'm super tired. I'm ready to take my makeup off, but it looks so gross around my nose. Any little touch to my face at this point will remove the makeup. So like around my nose looks super caked up. It's gross. It did settle in my smile lines, like as you can see. The rest of the face doesn't look too bad. definitely super oily on the nose, and I can tell because when I go like that, I have to really do this to my finger. As you can see, it comes off like nothing. So yeah, any scratches that I do to my face, you'll see the foundation removed, like over here. If I have to like scratch my cheek, look at that, it just comes right off. So my rating before was like 8.59. It's gonna drop down to like a 6.57 just because it's not transfer proof. Okay, so I had to leave my room because my boyfriend because my partner came in, then my son came in, and it was getting a little hectic for your girl. So I just exited the situation. But overall, that is my final thoughts on the foundation. My review or rating has dropped from an 8.5 or 9 to a 6.57. I don't like the fact that it's like super like easy to come off of the face. I've been scratching my face a lot, and you can definitely see like where I've been scratching. I scratched my nose on accident and it came off there. I've been scratching my face. I don't like that at all, okay, because I touch my face a lot. Sometimes I fall asleep for a nap and I don't want to wake up and half of my face is still on my pillow. So with that being said, 6.57, maybe more, 6.5. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a thumbs up, comment down below, check the description bar for any links. If you have any questions about what's on my face, leave it down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I hope you guys are having an amazing day or night wherever you are, staying safe, staying blessed, and your girl needs to take this makeup off. So bye.
Side,
Can you play that again?
let me show 5, baby.